Hello, I am Aerial Flood Advisory and I am playing Endless Legend again, woohoo! So where we left off, my army is just about to attack blue, get that really sweet legendary wonder building, which will boost my dust output when my empire is happy. And I'm going to get this next faction quest here because this is a very useful building. Where basically what it does is it will boost the amount of resources, both strategic and luxury, that I get per extractor in a region, which will be great for these. And I only need to do a level 4 action in a city I'm spying in, so I'm very close to that. I'll get that in 2 turns. I do want to amp up my spying because once I'm done with blue, my targets are lime green here, the wild walkers who have a huge empire, and then orange, who's the necrophage. Right now they're fighting each other, so I'm gonna just kinda sit around for a bit, hope neither one gains the upper hand while I gain the upper hand on blue, take over their regions. And while I'm doing that, hopefully these cities will gain those dust producing buildings soon, and then I'll be able to just happily rock out a crazy good economy. Now, okay, good, we have a spy that I can get. And one thing I should check, she has a thing I can equip to her. Well, any spy can get this equipped. Okay, I need 15 adamantium, so 14 more. I'm just gonna wait for another turn so I can buy that. Oh, and I can start the attack on blue in the meantime, though. Dismissive? Oh, your armies are scattered. One thing about the AI, as I've said before, they might look intimidating on this here graph. But keep in mind, they garrison most of their armies. They're not going to be an issue as soon as you start sieging the city. You do have to be mindful that they might sneak around and attack something that's a bit squishier, but that's why you have a couple units standing by, so you're less of a tempting target in your core cities. And they don't necessarily have to be good units either, like I have these guys in here from that earlier quest, so they'll get this health boost along with everything else in there. Ah, good, so I can get up to that next. Further increase my dust output to crazy levels. And yes, you do have the charm. Good. I was concerned maybe I forgot to equip that, because that is giving a defensive boost to my armies. Okay, cool, I can get the telescope. So, I'm going to get infiltration levels even faster with you now. Let's see, I'm hoping for a necrophage city. Oh, they took over Sipwan. That would work though, because it's near my territory, so no matter who owns it. The goal right now is to eventually get a spy leveled up so I can do either damage fortification, like the higher level of that which would destroy it immediately, or high level decrease morale, which would really mess up their armies. The latter is especially going to be important for the necrophage because they have the largest army right now. And the necrophage are still going to be the toughest thing on the field regardless of that, because of their disease mechanics and just the sheer amount of units they field. The quicker I can kill them, the better. Hopefully by the time I get around to killing them though, I'll be in level 5 and have the tier 2 adamantium and palladium stuff, which would really make them easy peasy. Also at that point I'd have size 8 armies. What I'm going to do is once I get to tier 4, I'm going to get Signal Corps and then go back to tier 2 to unlock the Mist. The Mist is a flying unit that's basically haunts in Kazanji Light. It has something similar to Chain Lightning, it attacks fewer units, but it's still really good, so I want to have it. Let's see, I want trade routes because I want to expand my empire more. I will need this because I am expanding. I will eventually get more of these resources, and if I get the grass silk, that's great. Quicksilver would be good too, so my units level faster. And You know what, let's get Squirrels. Squirrels will help heal the army in question. There is a way you can heal the army when it's in the field by pillaging watchtowers, but Squirrels would be a very good immediate heal. And besides Squirrels, I do want to get Photios just because he has that insane range, as I mentioned before. So I want to make sure that I can hit the necrophage from a distance. And hopefully just one-shot them from a distance so they don't get close to me at all. Alright, so that spy is leveled up. Let's do the decreased population. They did spot my spy. I get my tower though. Every night, Seema wakes screaming. I am always first in her chambers, first to hold her, gently rock her and tell her that she's safe now, that they can't hurt her anymore. Last night as I cradled her, she whispered her nightmares to me, dark visions of sharpened blades, faceless monstrosities. Her body twisted into painful geometries. The dragon inflicted pain, but he never scared me, not like the Vaulter woman. Seema tells me the woman was cruel, methodical, and never uttered a single word. Her methods seemed almost familiar. I ask her what cause this Vaulter woman might have had to wish harm upon her. Seema goes still as stone in my arms. I remember. During one of her earliest missions for the Warfare's divinity, she tells me, her scouting party came across a small company of Vaulters in forgotten territory. All escaped save for one young girl who they imprisoned in a threadbare cell in a crumbling fort. Seema was a guard. A malicious, forgotten interrogator tortured her for secrets she didn't possess. After every interrogation, the girl begged me to help her, but I was too cowardly to do anything, she says. One day we unlocked her cell and she simply left. Darkness begets darkness, I whisper. One question remains. How did they find us on that night? I think the one who always watched, still and silent, can't answer that riddle. I suspect he is forgotten. Her words stun me. One of our own? If this is true, we can only outwit this forgotten by improving old methods while learning new deceits. So this is useful too. It'll cheapen the Era 3 technologies a little bit, so if I ever want to go back for anything there like that food building, it will be worth it. And it's an easy objective, build the awesome tower in multiple buildings. I am going to quickly unassign you though, so I can equip a telescope on you. And then I'll reassign her in a city that's not going to be as heavily watched as the one she just did a very obvious action in. Like say... Oh, there was no hero in the city before, so that's a good clue. Let's stick you in Kopan. Maybe I can even capture that hero if I'm feeling ambitious. We'll see, we'll see. But for now, I do want to attack blue, and then pretty much whoever's gonna look the toughest then. Ah, here's the quest for the Guardian Killer unit that I mentioned before. I can actually research the tech now, but honestly they are kind of expensive, and I should be able to just wipe them out with the army anyway, so I'm going to ignore them for now. If it's clear that the AI is going to use Guardians heavily, especially Geos, who's tough on his own, then I'll consider going that route. So they should pop their army out now, because in a turn I'm going to siege the city down anyway. Oh boo. Not concerned. Mostly annoying. I'll probably get that region on my way back. So, yeah, I'm gonna win. I'm just gonna auto this. Aha, so they hurt one of my units. But that city is mine. Haha. And so is that wonder. So, ooh, nice and heavy population in this city. Kind of an unfortunate spot for the wonder. I'd like to level it up. No, I can still do it by putting it there. So this is going to boost the happiness that I get from it, the approval for that particular city. I'm going to keep some on industry for now so I can get the dust depository quickly, because that's what's going to really catapult my dust output here once I get high population cities with that building. I almost have it in the capital. One more turn. Yeah, that should be a nice jump. Let's move the tower up though. Gonna actually use some dust to buy some buildings. Like I'm gonna get the depository in here where I've already got some crazy good dust output. Ah, good. Empire plan. Let's see. That would have been useful before. So going to put it there because I am going to spend the next couple turns buying some dust buildings. Because it's going to be something that really speeds it up, as I was talking about before. This is a particularly tough city, so I'll be here a while. Not too concerned though. Aha, see, already went up over 100 per turn. Gonna get that next turn there. Oh, and here. Ooh, good. This is lovely. Like how this is turning out. Come on, big numbers. Ooh, yes. Only gonna go up from here. Emeralds. I still got enough dice to keep going, so. Ah, good. They're gaining levels nice and fast. Once I get up to like level 4 or 5, I'll see if there's anything interesting as far as text to steal. Ah, something I should do in the meantime. Kill that village. I can siege a city in the meantime. And get resources? No, just dust. Still, something. Hopefully they attack me too, because if they attack me, they negate that nice defensive bonus they're getting from the city. Come on. You know you want to attack me. You can see me, you're right next to me. Let's do that. Nice. I approve wholeheartedly. Yes, let's buy it here too. Queue up the caravanserai. Had to look at the word to say it. I think I'd mostly want to expand up anyway, so I'm going to do kind of a bird foot shape, have the talons like that, and the foot thing heal. This one, you can kind of see typical city shape for leveling up the city center. Then I'm just kind of going to follow this pattern up to the river, go up 2 tiles at a time, maybe go up to here because that's a nice anomaly. There's some nice anomalies up here too, so following the river either way would be good. Even going down to the shore would be nice to expand that city too. I do have to watch though. This is around the time when they start doing spying, they being the AI. And they like... Ooh, that was a bad event. This means the army won't heal on its own right now. Anyway, as I was saying, they start spying and the AI is particularly fond of decreased population, so I have to be very, very careful. Oh, they're just trying to retake their city. Okay. Well, I can take it back. Are you ready? I can take that city back, that's no problem. Okay, say they were reinforced by that city there, but if I attack one of these armies first, or even the city itself, then it's going to mess up how they get their reinforcements. So let's do that. Besiege the city again, because if I attack the city, then they get the defensive boost. They're sending in 1 marine first. Now I do want to be careful here, because they could... Zima goes first. Zima? Yes, go. See, you're the assassins. Have to mine the cliffs. You can go around that way and that way. There can only be one unit standing there, though, so I'll probably attack whatever gets there with the predators mostly. Oh, they sent militia in first. Well, tisk. That's boring. Useful for me. Actually, if they sent in the militia first, that would imply that they're not going to even bother defending the city. Oh, come on, attack something. There. Not that I'm too worried, but that was unusual combat orders from the AI on my behalf. You go there, because you're going second out of my troops. Yeah, you're going last for the melee. Yeah, that'll work. And then archers attack whoever's left. Oh, nice one shot and nice critical miss on my own units. Ooh. This is why I like the Forgotten. They hit like a bunch of stealthy trucks. Which makes no sense. Trucks are not stealthy at all. Either way. Yeah, they didn't even bring in their whole army. They only have 3 in reinforcements right now. And I pretty much have them surrounded for their spawn points anyway. So I'm not really concerned. So these guys should just attack him then, get rid of it at. Yes, good. Oh, they only brought the... Where are you, militia? More militia, okay. So these guys are going to hurt a little bit. They'll live though. But I should watch them if there's another battle coming up. Oh, actually no, they did bring the whole army in. I just killed it that fast. Okay. So, since this city was within reinforcement range, I'm going here next. Because they would have, like, militia in there, and that's it. So I might be able to take over the city right away.